She studies marketing and he studies physics, but the two are being tested on their digital chemistry from thousands of miles away. Megan Bonner met her English boyfriend on exchange in Canada 6 months ago. The 21-year-old says she has been using social media constantly to contact Adam since her return to Australia 8 weeks ago.
I'm glued to my laptop. Yeah, it's not the same, but talk every day still get along, still talk about nothing.
After experimenting with old forms of communication, Bonner admits her relationship wouldn't be able to survive without technology.
If we didn't have the internet or social media, then it would be really hard to keep in contact. We sent letters actually as a novelty the other week, and it took mine a week and a half or 2 weeks to get there. Yeah, so if we were sending letters, it just wouldn't work.
America's Pew Research Group conducted a survey of college students and found 24% of those in long-distance relationships have used internet technologies to maintain them. The number has increased from 1/5 to 1/4 in the last decade, with experts predicting it to grow. While Megan and her partner are still in the early stages, Relationships Australia's senior manager Anita Vosper says as the bond matures, some issues can't be solved electronically.
When it comes time to making really important decisions, there isn't that organic sort of involvement of the relationship, like we live in the same town, so occasionally we just spend 4 days together. Or, you don't have that natural sort of movement between two houses, so the decision has to be made. For example, suddenly, we're going to live together, and it's kind of an enormous decision because one party has to give up their job, and I think that whole negotiation, that communication can make or break a relationship.
Vosper does most of her work with adolescents on ways to improve their relationships. When it comes to long-distance relationships, Vosper says regular physical interaction can motivate the couples to sustain their relationship.
To really know when will you be able to really connect physically on a face-to-face basis, knowing when that will happen. I think once a month is really, I think, a minimum of when a couple needs to know that they're going to meet, actually as face-to-face. I think that's really important if that's possible. If it's a longer term between seeing each other, then I think it may become more challenging.
University student Saskia Jones disagrees. Saskia's boyfriend of 3 years recently went on a gap year to Central and South America. The 20-year-old says the trip was a positive challenge which helped the couple flourish.
When he got back, our relationship was stronger than ever, purely because I feel like for a relationship to work, you need to have some sort of space, and especially at such a young age, I think it worked well.
Asked if time difference was a factor in communication.
Well, being in Central and South America on a gap year, I think he was up most nights anyways. I think sometimes got the best of both of us. I'd receive messages at like 3 o'clock in the morning sometimes, when it was his lunchtime or whatever.
It appears Facebook and Skype have helped sustain relationships, but in the process have trivialised the idea of distance. The idea that one can travel to all corners of the globe without even leaving the computer screen. Tony Salerno, UTS News.